Rongjiang, Guizhou. Just days after the first devastating flood, Rongjiang County is underwater again, this time deeper and more violently than before. On June 28, 2025, relentless downpours combined with another round of upstream dam discharges sent a monstrous surge of floodwaters rushing through the already shattered region. With no time to recover from the initial disaster, the residents of Rongjiang are now grappling with what could be the worst flooding the area has ever faced.
여보, どうする? 家から出れんよ.
The situation began spiraling early Saturday morning when meteorologists warned of intensifying rainfall across Guizhou Province. But before the skies could even fully open up, hydropower stations upstream began discharging massive volumes of water, claiming it was necessary to relieve pressure from dangerously full reservoirs. For Rongjiang County, perched dangerously at the intersection of three major rivers, the Duliu, Guizhou, and Pingyang, this spelled immediate catastrophe. These rivers converge near the urban center, turning it into a natural bowl that, once filled, becomes almost impossible to drain. As the water levels surged, the local flood control command center issued a level 1 flood emergency, the highest possible alert. Emergency sirens pierced the air as officials ordered mandatory evacuations across 7 high-risk zones. Panic erupted as families abandoned their homes, wading through rising torrents, carrying only essentials: their children, elderly parents, and small bags of clothing and documents. What made the second flood wave especially cruel was its timing. Many residents had only just returned home from the previous disaster. Their houses still reeked of damp mud, walls were crumbling, and broken power lines hung low over dirt-slick streets. Electricity and water services were only partially restored, and bridges in several villages remained cracked or unstable. Some were still cleaning up when water began rising again, this time even faster. At Shihuqiang Hydrological Station, the Duliu River reached a staggering 253.5 meters, 2 full meters above its designated safety threshold. That kind of spike gave locals little time to act. As floodwaters raced from Tashi to Lishan County, they transformed roads into rivers and towns into lakes. In Lishan, streets were swept by muddy torrents with terrifying speed. Entire blocks were inundated in minutes. What made this even worse, many locals claim, wasn't just nature's wrath, it was human intervention. For years, debate has raged in China about the impact of hydropower station discharges during storms. While dam operators argue they must release water to avoid catastrophic dam failures, residents downstream often bear the brunt of those decisions. With the looming threat of another dam release and no break in the rain, Rongjiang remains in survival mode.